sweet yogi friends. Welcome to your restorative practice. Today's class, we will be utilizing a bolster. If you do not have a bolster accessible, you can use some blankets or a pillow. We'll start in a supported child's pose. So bring your bolster alongside your mat. Spread the knees out. And then just allow the bolsters to come between the thighs as you begin to slowly rest the belly onto the bolster. Rest one cheek down and gaze towards the opposite side. Allow the body to feel completely supported, grounded, and safe. Take a deep, slow breath in and a deep, slow breath out. In our restorative practice, we let the blocks or bolster support our bodies so that we can release the gripping, the holding on to, and just fully trust. And practicing this type of yoga, we really learn to surrender, to slow down. And just allow the entire back side of the body to release and melt with each exhalation. If one of your cheeks are rested on your bolster, just turn the gaze over to the other side, allowing the opposite cheek to rest down. Taking slow breaths in and slow breaths out. Allow your breath to help regulate your nervous system and slow down the thoughts. And gently, as you feel ready, take just one final breath in and a slow breath out. And gently press into the palms and begin to walk the palms towards your body, lifting up. Slide the bolster off to one side. Extend your legs out long in front of you. We'll come into a seated forward fold with the bolster. So either placing the bolster on top of the thighs or in between the legs. You'll breathe in to lift through the chest, and then exhale, just hinging forward, allowing the torso to rest on the bolster. Maybe catching for the bottom of the feet here. Let the forehead feel supported. Take a slow breath in. And a slow breath out. And as you feel ready, rise back up, lifting the head up and sliding the bolster off to the side. We'll come into our saddle position here, a really nice counteract to our forward fold. So from here, we'll bend the knees and slide the bolster behind us. Spread the knees out and place the bolster just at the low back. Staying upright, maybe if this is enough in the quads or the knees today. But if it feels good, you can rest down onto the forearms and maybe descend the spine all the way down onto the back. Just allowing space and gravity to work its way in the upper body, the chest, the belly, all the way into the quads. And if it feels good and you'd like a little bit of a shoulder, chest expansion, you can cactus out the arms beside the bolster. Feel the shoulder blades melt heavy to the earth. Maybe your chest lifts just a little bit higher. And soften into this space. One more breath in and a deep breath out. Gently begin to press back into the forearms. Lift up and then rise back to seated on the heels, on the knees. We're going to come into an opener through the hips here. So just shift the body so that you're facing the bolster. We'll come into a supported floor frog or half floor frog. So you can either place the bolster off to one side of your mat, on the left side actually, and then descend down onto the belly. Maybe you interlace the fingers in front of the forehead, rest the forehead down. Bend the left knee so that the left knee comes out to the side of your mat, and let the left knee rest on your bolster. I find it helpful if I allow the left foot to also rest down to feel a little bit more support. So play around with adjusting yourself here. I'm just taking a few deep breaths to breathe into the inner left thigh and the hips. Take another full breath in and a deep breath out. And from here, we're going to make a little funky transition into a supported supine twist. So keep the left leg exactly as is, and then just begin to flip-flop over onto the back. So you'll come onto the back side, the left leg will still be resting on your bolster, and you'll reach the left arm out to the side. Allow the left shoulder blade to feel heavy as you breathe into the twist of the spine. Feeling the support, the ground beneath you. And feeling the effects of gravity just pushing you a little bit further. In our restorative practice, it may not feel like we're doing too much, but that's actually the point. Allowing the nervous system to just slow down. Sending that signal to your body that you are safe, you are held, you are always supported. Take another final breath in And a final breath out. And before taking this sequence on the other side, we'll come all the way back onto the back side. Bend the knees, plant the feet down onto your mat. Press down through the feet, and then just slide the bolster right at the low back, finding a little supported bridge. You can guide one palm to the belly and one palm to the heart. Guiding the palms to the body like this signals to yourself that you're safe and can help reduce anxiety. And as we rest here, there are a couple variations you can take with the legs. You can knock the knees together, spread the feet to the wide edges of your mat for a little broken bridge variation. Or if you feel fully supported through the back, low back specifically, you can walk the feet to the top of your mats and just feel a nice opening through the frontal hips. And breathing in and out of the body and just resting. Repeating to yourself, I am safe, I am supported, I am held. And find a final breath in. And a final deep breath out. If the legs are extended, slowly slide them back, bending the knees, lifting the hips enough so that you can slide your bolster off to the other side of your mats. So we'll come back into that half floor frog pose on the right side this time. So just flip-flopping over onto the belly. Bringing the right knee out to the side in line with the right hip. Letting the right foot feel supported by the bolster and then resting the forehead down onto your mat. Breathing into this inner right thigh stretch. And as we're opening through the hips and the legs here, take note of the shoulders. Have your shoulders crunched up to your ears. If they have, can you relax them? And let go of any tension that you're holding through the face. Allowing any tensions in the face or the upper body to melt away. And relaxing any gripping or grasping through the glutes or the quads. Last breath in. Last breath out. Finding that transition into our supported supine twist. Keeping the right leg exactly as it is as you roll over onto the back side. Reaching the right arm out to the side. Maybe placing the left palm on the outside of the right thigh, right leg. Finding a place where the gaze feels good in the neck. So sometimes you'll hear yoga teachers look over to the direction of the arm. Maybe that doesn't feel good in your body today. So maybe you try looking in the direction of the legs or up to the sky. And breathe in and breathe out. Find your last breath here. A slow breath out. Release back onto the back. Bring your knees into the chest. Maybe spreading the knees apart, catching for the shins and drawing circles in opposite direction with the knees. Just feeling a nice release through the low back. And we'll set up for our final resting posture. So with the bolster, just slide it a little bit past the hips. So when you extend the legs out straight, the bolster rests right underneath the kneecaps. And again, you can guide the palm to the heart and one palm to the belly. If that feels good, or just allow the legs and the arms to take up as much space as you need. And just finding stillness and quiet for the next couple of moments. Shavasana. Fully surrender. And slowly start to deepen your breaths, gently arriving back into your body, back into this space. Roll over onto either side, just finding your fetal position. Repeating to yourself, I am supported, I am held, and I am safe. Press yourself up to a comfortable seat, keeping the eyes closed and that inner stillness from within. As we leave our mats today and enter back into our lives, knowing that inner stillness and inner peace is always with you. From my heart to yours, Namaste.